Hi guys. I know it's been a minute since I've done a reading. I've been so busy. I'm taking a class. Since I do spiritual guidance for people, guiding, I decided that I would take a class in life coaching to help. So I'm better at helping people decipher things that are going on in their life. And I've been traveling a lot. So just had a whole bunch of things going on. And so I just wanted to do a quick little reading and see what we got for you today. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that I feel somebody out there with a little struggle. I struggle too, and it's okay. Like, you're not alone. You're never really alone. We all struggle. We just have different degrees of it. So we're going to do a past, present, and future. Anything that is facing me is called face up. Anything that is facing you is an obstacle. So we have in the past, it's facing you. It's called control. Spirit is telling me that you have that in the past you had a lot of control issues, a lot of holding things in, and not being able to let things flow freely. Sometimes we get stuck and we want to control everything around us, especially our insides, like our emotions, like how we feel. We don't want to express because we're afraid that other people aren't going to take it well. And I'm feeling like this is a self-imposed control that you just did not want to let go, and you were struggling with something from your past. And I don't know if you were holding on to it because you were afraid of the fear of, if you let it go, does that mean that you have to forget about it? And I don't think that's the case at all. Letting go is probably one of the hardest things we can ever do. By controlling our insides or controlling actions around us, we're really harming ourselves. We're not harming anyone else. So this was something that you struggled with, was control. So I feel like going into the card that we have coming up right now, which is totality, which is face up. So along with that control, you were having some problems with trying to go with the flow. Like, things are not you're not sure which way you should go. You're not sure whether you should stay over here and do this project, or you should stay over here and do this other one. I don't necessarily mean, when I say project, this might have something to do with family. Family matters are coming into play. You're not sure which direction that you need to go into. Sorry, which is hard. So I'm not sure how you're going to figure it out because you're very indecisive. I feel all the indecisiveness coming in, and I feel like you're struggling with making the right decision. I'll tell you what I tell a lot of my clients. Whatever your first inkling is that's usually the first direction you need to go. So if you're overthinking things, or okay, if I do it this way, well, what if I do it this way and then it turns out this way? So you're creating all these stories in your head that you really don't need. So at the end, and then you think, okay, well, maybe I need to go that way. Totality is you are stuck between two things, and maybe there is somebody that's trying to help you, that's trying to guide you. And really the only person you need to really listen to is yourself. So if you pay attention to what's going on with you on the inside, you're going to make the right decision every time. And it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody else is wrong, but maybe you're afraid, and afraid is okay. But sometimes you just have to trust in what you think the right outcome should be, which is really hard because we don't always trust ourselves. And I feel like internally you're not trusting all of your intuitions or your gut. I don't know if you've had some bad things happen in the past where you've made some decisions and they haven't turned out exactly how you were thinking they were going to. So maybe you're stuck in a little bit of feeling like, I feel pullback. I feel like you're pulling back and you're not wanting to completely just trust yourself. Just do it and just let go. And we don't always have to listen to outside influences. It is nice sometimes to have somebody telling you, giving you advice. Like, we all like to give advice. Hell, I like to give advice. But that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's always going to listen to it. You still have to follow by what your insides are telling you. The next card that we have, friendliness. And that card is facing you, so that's a problem. So I see the end of a friendship, a relationship coming. I think you know who this is. And I think that you're struggling with it because this person has been around you for so long. But sometimes people grow apart. And sometimes we find out what people are really like, and it's really hard, and we really struggle with it. Is this person really good for us or not? And that could be what the struggle is. The struggle could be you're at the end of a relationship or a friendship and you're not sure how to end it. But if we go based on what these cards are saying, Spirit is telling me that it's time for you to walk away. That would be the best thing for you, is for you to, before it causes you any more anxiety, because this is causing you some serious anxiety. So what to do and what not to do. At the end of the day, Spirit's usually right. I have found, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that the cards and Spirit is saying that is at the end, that is, it's time for you to move on. Sometimes we stay with people, even friendships or relationships that don't serve us anymore. And we stay out of fear, or we stay because maybe this person is going to be different, or maybe the ego gets in the way and says, well, if I do this, well, then they're going to be a better person. We have to stop letting our ego take over. And sometimes we just have to walk away. But the end is coming, and it will be hard for you. But at the end of the day, it will be something that will be good for you. I'm just curious as to what your struggle is. Feeling like the outsider. This is the outsider card. This is an obstacle that you're having. The card is the outsider. So you kind of feel like you're alone, like you're watching everything, like you're not welcome, like you're trapped, and you're feeling very alone, like you don't have anybody really to share this information with. So you're feeling scared. You're feeling lonely, and you're feeling like you're not part of it. So maybe this relationship that you're in, you don't really feel like it's really giving you the total oneness and the support that you need. Now the outcome, we're just going to do a full reading because I'm just curious as to see what's going to happen for you, is understanding. At the end of this, at the outcome, you are going to be free, and you are going to feel good, and you are going to release, and you are going to start focusing on yourself, and you're going to step out of this this prison that you've been stuck in, and you're going to let others go, and you're going to start focusing on yourself. Your underlying message is participation. When you do this, when you let go of this person and you walk away, your world will change. You will start participating more with others. You will start being involved in activities. You will start getting yourself out of your house. You're going to meet some new people. You're going to be more active. Church comes up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if you have some friends that are trying to get you to go to church. I don't think church is a bad idea, just as long as you are comfortable with whatever. Yeah, I just see groups of people, and church did come to my mind. So if that's something that somebody asks you to do, go. I mean, there could be something out there that you could learn from it. You can always learn from everything. You can learn from Spirit, you can learn from church, you can learn from support groups, you can learn from all kinds of people, and you can get faith-based anywhere as long as it's comfortable for you. Underlying feeling cards, the first one we have is possibilities. So when this friendship ends and you have stepped out and you have kind of let go and you start participating, a lot of possibilities are coming your way. Like a new job, a new friendship. I'm trying not to cough. Great possibilities are coming for you. A trip, like a small little trip. Get away, and then existence. Which is something that I feel like you have a hard time with because this card is facing you. Existence is always hard. That is just you by yourself, all alone, in the silence, maybe with some really nice music on and a glass of wine or whiskey or beer, whatever it is you drink, sitting with yourself and just figuring out what your next step is going to be. But you have so many possibilities coming for you and so many great things that I'm excited for you. And I'm always excited when we read this, and if this is for you, always know that things are always subject to change. Like once I tell you all this of what is going on, as soon as I tell you, you make a conscious effort to make a choice. So where if it might take you a long time to end a friendship or a relationship, now it could be like that. Now you could be like, okay, I'm done. It's time to move on. The outsider thing, okay, why do I feel like an outsider? Is it something from my past? Is it something from my childhood? Are people excluding me? Which is a horrible feeling. But once you start understanding that everybody struggles, baby. Everybody struggles, and we all struggle with insecurities, and we all struggle with not feeling good enough, and we all struggle with what do I do and how do I do this? So it's time for you to just take a minute. I always like to tell y'all to meditate, even if it's for 5 minutes. Lay in your bed, find just a meditation, just breathe. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 6. Do that like a couple times, and then just calm your mind and your heart and learn how to freeze and just stop. And then ask, and you will hear an answer. Yes, it's going to be you talking in yourself to your head, but you're going to hear an answer, and that's okay. But sometimes we have to just stop and be still. But I have great. I think things are going to be fine with the participation and the possibilities that are coming for you. I think they're very exciting, and I know that it's scary, and I know sometimes you feel alone. And I know that it's hard to make decisions, and I know that you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. If you ever need me, I'm always here for you. And I hope that today you have a blessed day. I hope that you gain some great insight. I hope that you do something nice for others. I hope that you do something nice for yourself. Have a blessed day. Bye.